Our top focus on WION right now. U.S. President Donald Trump's administration has laid the groundwork for more large-scale layoffs at his cabinet's first meeting. Now, despite not having a ministerial portfolio, DOR chief Elon Musk attended the meeting and pledged that he would move quickly to slash spending. The layoffs so far have focused on probationary workers who lack full employment protections. Trump's administration is now preparing for deeper cuts targeting career employees. A memo released ahead of the cabinet meeting called for a significant reduction, but did not specify how many workers should be laid off. Well, this slash would be beyond the 100,000 civil and federal workers who have already taken a buyout or have been fired.
We're cutting down government. We're cutting down the size of government. We have to. We're bloated. We're sloppy. We have a lot of people that aren't doing their job. We have a lot of people that don't exist.
Over the weekend, federal workers received an email requiring them to list their accomplishment for the week. Musk told the cabinet meeting his email was an attempt to find out whether government paychecks were going to actual workers or not. He said, "There are a number of people on the government payroll who are dead." Trump suggested that the roughly 1 million workers who did not respond to Musk's email might be at a risk of losing their jobs.
I'd like to add that those million people that haven't responded, though, Elon, they are on the bubble. You know, I wouldn't say that we're thrilled about it. You know, they haven't responded. Now, maybe they don't exist. Maybe we're paying people that don't exist. Don't forget, we just got here. This group just got here. But those people are on the bubble, as they say. You know, maybe they're going to be gone. Maybe they're not around. Maybe they have other jobs. Maybe they moved and they're not where they're supposed to be.
Agencies would have to submit plans by March 13th. That's a day before current government funding is due to expire. Trump said at the cabinet meeting that the head of the Environmental Protection Agency, Lee Zeldin, will reduce the headcount at that agency by 65%. Well, the agency currently employs more than 17,000 people out of the over 2 million total U.S. federal workforce.
Right now, we're trying to find out who those people are that haven't responded. Now, there'll be some agencies, like Marco has people within state that are right now doing very classified, very confidential work, and we understand that. We've talked, and you know, we're being a little more surgical. And Marco's doing a lot of things himself. He's and some of the secretaries are. We're going to be going to them. We're going to be talking about it today. We're going to ask them to do their own DOGE. In other words, they'll look in their group and I spoke with Lee Zeldin, and he thinks he's going to be cutting 65% or so of the people from environmental. And we're going to speed up the process, too, at the same time.
Elon Musk, who is in charge of downsizing the government, told the cabinet that the goal of the DOGE team is to help address the enormous deficit, saying America cannot sustain a $2 trillion deficit. The billionaire said that U.S. must move quickly to achieve a $1 trillion reduction from the country's deficit, warning that the country would go bankrupt without spending cuts.
We do need to move quickly if we're to achieve a $1 trillion deficit reduction in financial year 2026. It requires saving $4 billion per day, every day, from now through the end of September. But we can do it, and we will do it.
And well, for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report from New York. She shared the highlights of President Trump's first cabinet meeting for his second term.
President Donald Trump outlined an ambitious agenda focused on significant federal budget reductions and a shift in foreign policy. Elon Musk, appointed as head of Doge, talked about plans to cut $1 trillion out of the $6.7 trillion federal budget within the year. This initiative aims to streamline governmental operations, although it has raised concerns about potential disruptions to essential workers. On the international front, President Trump addressed the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, stating that Ukraine should, quote unquote, forget about joining NATO. He also announced plans to engage directly with Russian President Vladimir Putin to negotiate a possible end to hostilities. President Trump also talked about the Middle East conflict.
Susan also told us about the role of Elon Musk in President Trump's first cabinet meeting.
Elon Musk, serving as the head of Doge, played a pivotal role in this meeting. He presented a comprehensive plan for the reduction of about $1 trillion within the current fiscal year, targeting insufficiencies in different agencies and various government entities. Musk acknowledged that there will be challenges of this aggressive downsizing strategy, including the potential for errors. He also talked about how he's been receiving threats due to this controversial project, even death threats. Despite the challenges, he said that the national debt needs to be reduced to prevent a looming financial crisis.